Alrighty, appreneurs, Christopher Wilson here, the self-proclaimed mobile app mogul. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix your Samsung Galaxy Store ADV verification issues for your apps, for your Andromo apps, using the Andromo app builder. Okay. Now, if you use Andromo to build your apps and you upload them to the Samsung Galaxy Store, you've probably seen this red ADV verification required. Okay. I had it on a few of my apps, and a few of them are fixed already, but I still have a lot more to fix. Okay. ADV verification required. So, what I'm going to do real quick, let's take this camera off. That's not to distract. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, I'm running to this issue, and I ran to this issue building my Android apps and publishing them on the Samsung Galaxy Store. But I found most of the tutorials online, they were confusing. And because most tutorials, they assume that we are Android Studio developers, we can control our own source code and signing keys. But if you're using Andromo, of course, that is a no-code app builder, and you can't have access to the code or the signing keys. So with Android, the process is a little different. Okay. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I successfully registered an existing Andromo app with the Android developer verification. And I got rid of that red mark, that sign, the one in my Samsung seller portal. So I'm going to explain this without a lot of technical jargon. I was going to say garbage, but a lot of developer jargon. Okay, because it's really confusing me. And I'm gonna tell you something. It actually took me about 3 weeks to try and figure this out, because I was looking at tutorials everywhere, and they just want to tell me what I needed to know. And like I said, they were talking to me. Those are made for developers. I'm not a developer. Okay, I'm not a coder, I should say. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get into it. So ADV stands for Android Developer Verification. Google now wants Android apps connected to a verified developer identity. For an existing app, Google essentially wants you to prove 3 things. Number 1, you control the developer account. Number 2, you own the app's package name. And number 3, you control the signing identity associated with that app. Okay. For example, a package name may say com.yourcompany.yourapp or whatever. And I'm going to show you what mine says. Let's see which one we're going to use. Let's see. Okay, actually could use one of these. Okay, these are verified. Let's use, I'm going to use this one, my Bible Basic English. Let's see. I tell you what, I'm going to use my World English Bible. Yeah, let's use my World English Bible. Okay. So my package name for my World English Bible. See if we can get to that. Running a little slow here. Okay. And I'm going to go to my binary and go to my last version, which is 1017. Okay. So this will be my package name. com.mobile.mogul.World English Bible Pro. Okay. That's my package name. And for anybody out there, don't try and steal my package name. Okay. Because I'm not going to work out good for you. Okay. Now, this is your package name. Now, if you also need access to the app that's currently on the Samsung Developer Store, you can download your APK file here. Okay. So, your sign certificate has a unique SHA 256 fingerprint. Okay. Google connects the package name and the sign certificate to your verified Android Developer Console account. Okay. Now, before we get started, what you got to do first, got a few prerequisites for you. Let me pull up my notepad here. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can make this big or bigger. Okay. Oops, that's too big. I don't want it that big. But anyway, okay, you're going to have to pay a 25% registration fee to register your apps onto the Android Developer Console. Okay, here's a link right here, and I'll put that in the description too. But yeah, you're going to pay that fee, and that's to verify your identity. Now, once you pay that fee, okay, you're going to install Android Studio. Okay, that's all you're going to do. You're going to install Android Studio and don't do anything else. Now, what's going to happen is when you go to this link and register for your developer account, and it's going to look like this. Okay, choose your verification path, distribute exclusively outside Google Play. That's what that console is going to look like. In Google Play Console, if you have a Google Play developer console, Google Play account, use this one. I don't use Google Play because they suspended my account. I use Samsung, okay, and other two-tier sites to put my apps on. So I'm going to use this one, okay? But once you sign up on this, it's going to take you to this page right here. And actually, this is going to have a video that's going to basically tell you how to register your APKs. And the video is going to look like this. Okay, this yeah, it's going to look like this.
In this video, we'll show you how to.
So anyway, but that video is going to be placed right here in the center of this before any of this is present. Like I said, I already paid $25 and everything, and I've already registered 8 package names. But initially, when you first sign up, you're going to have that video in front of here, okay? And it's going to tell you how to supposedly register your apps, okay? But like I said, don't do anything. Matter of fact, let me put this back up here, okay? You must install Android Studio, okay? But don't do anything in Android Studio, okay? Register, that's it. And you can watch the video up to the 7:36 mark, but like I said, once you install Android Studio, and I'll probably put a link there, don't do anything. Don't try to re-sign it. Don't follow that video. In other words, okay? All right? So, and like I said, this is for my new Andromo apps. I'm sorry, not for my new one, but for my existing Andromo apps, not new apps. Okay. And I'll show you what I mean by that shortly. But this is how the process goes. Just a quick review of the process. Get your SHA 256 original APK, register your package name and the Android Developer Console, copy the Google snippet, and so forth. Anyway, we're going to go through this step by step. So there's not too much to worry about, but we're going to go through it step by step. Okay. So, with that being said, once again, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Do not take your existing Android or Andromo APK into the Android Studio and randomly sign it with the new signing key. Like I said, don't do that. And like I said, I made that mistake. I made that mistake, and I got an error message, and I thought I messed everything up. And basically, Samsung is going to reject it. It's going to say you got the wrong package name. I don't know where you got this APK from, and you're going to have all kind of issues. Okay. So do not do that. And first, we need to determine the process, basically the signing key. Okay. So what we're going to do first to get this going, we're going to download an existing Andromo project. Okay. So I think I said I was going to do my World English Bible Pro version, right? So go to Andromo and let's see. Go to my projects. CWEB Pro. Okay, this is it. Okay, so go to your project and Andromo and go to build an app. Now, I already have this downloaded already, so I'm not going to download it again. Okay, but if you don't have it already, go ahead and download this last project again, because this is the one that's on my Samsung developer account, 2017, right? And that's not 2017, 1017, 1017, okay? And that matches up right there, 1017. I try to make those match up there, okay? All right. Like I said, just download it. Don't modify it. Don't do anything else. Okay, and so what we're going to do first is find the APKSigner. Let's see where we're at. First of all, we're going to go to the APKSigner to get your SHA key. All right, and I'm going to go to ChatGPT because ChatGPT got me started with this. So, yeah, let me find my APK file first. That would be. Hold on, let me stop the video. Okay, I've got my APK file here. It's number 217 WB Pro. Okay, I already got that. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Andromo real quick. Okay, and we're going to find our APKSigner. So we're going to copy this strip of search term right here. Okay, logo, app data, so forth. And I think I have that on my notepad too, which I'm going to put on. I'm going to put it on the in the description also. Okay, so going to open up a file explorer, and actually I already did it, but I'm going to open up a fresh one just to show you how to do it. So suppose you're on the home screen, you're going to put this inside your search bar, and this is a Windows computer, so keep that in mind. On a Mac, it may look different. Okay, so as you use Control to copy and paste, you may need to use Command for Apple. Okay, so got it right here. Now it says you should use folders such as, you should see folders like 35, 36, 36.1, whatever. And I got them right here. Okay, so this is it right here. So click that. Okay, and you're going to look for APKSigner.bat file, or it's going to be APKSigner. So let's go over here and let's look for APKSigner, and it's right there. Okay, don't do anything, just look for it. Okay, make sure it's in the folder. Okay, so go back to the top and go to your browser. Your search bar. You're going to type in CMD. Okay, CMD then. Okay, oh, I got two up here. Wait a minute, let me close this one out. Okay, it's going to look like this. Okay, and just make sure that number at the end, which was 36, is right here on right here. But that line should look something like this. Okay, which it does. Okay, so from there, what you're going to do is you're going to get this one command right here, APKSigner verified print certs. I'm going to copy that. And like I said, I'm also probably going to put that inside the description. But it looks like this right here, APKSigner print certs. And in ChatGPT, APKSigner verify print certs. So you're going to open up your command prompt, paste that there. Space. Once you space it, okay. Now, space it, you're going to drag your APK file into the box, okay? So let's get the APK file. Got a lot of windows going on right here, okay? And it's 1017, right? So we're going to grab this and drag it over into the box. Watch how I do it. Boom. Okay. Now from there, you're going to press enter. Okay. Make sure that the correct file and everything. Okay. And press enter. And we're looking for signer 1. Okay. It's going to say signer 1. It's going to say SHA 256. And it's right here. Signer 1, SHA 256. Now, minimize this, but just take note of the last 5 or 4 digits and the first 5. Okay, to make sure we got the right one. Okay. All right. So once we do that, next we're going to go to the Android Developer Console. Okay. We already registered. We already downloaded Android Studio. So now we're going to register a new package name. This is where we go. Okay. Get your package name. And mine is right here. Oops. And also, if you're in Andromo, your package name will be up here too, right here. Let me make this bigger. Okay, this will be your package name in Andromo. If you're using the default package name, it's going to be com dot or net dot something, whatever. But anyway, so grab that, paste it. Okay, and then the friendly name, which you'll know it by. So this is going to be WEB Bible Pro version. Or I'm going to put a dash there. Pro. WEB Bible Pro. Okay. So I know it's the pro version, not the free version. Okay. And now it's going to say this right here. Okay. We're going to add a key. Okay. Sometimes it'll already pre-populate and it'll have the key already registered for you. And usually, if it has it registered for you, that means you have over 50 installs for that app. But if it's just like this, we have to add a key, it's really considered like a new app. Okay. So we're going to add the key. This is like a new app. I hope I didn't confuse you with that. But anyway, we're going to add the key. Okay. And so SHA certificate fingerprint. Now that's what we're going to do. We're going to Control C or Command C, depending on what computer you're using, and see where it says SHA 256 digest. I'm going to copy this right here. Okay. Control C. Okay. Okay. And let's paste it there. Now, if you see that right there, what that is, and most of the time it's correct number, but you have the backspace because you got a little extra space in there. Okay. Just backspace it and then you have it there, all green. So add key. Okay. And there we go. We're in draft mode. Okay. So next is to verify your APK. Now, what you do, click verify. Now, and don't do what I did at first, where you try to just grab the APK file. Even if you download it, just grab the APK file and put it in here. It's not going to work because you have to go to the code snippet. Now, let me show you what will happen if I try to do that. Just so you know, okay? And see, just to show you where we're at on this process, okay? We're going to copy the Google ownership snippet because we already registered in the console and it's in draft mode. But we're going to go to the ownership snippet, okay? All right, and see what happens. Like I said, if I just try to move it over there, it's going to say you have to have the required token file. Now, this is the snippet I was just talking about, okay? So you're going to need to copy this snippet, okay? So copy this snippet, okay? And like I said, that didn't work. So anyway, just X that out. And it's going to still be in draft mode. Don't do anything. Just keep it in draft mode. All right? So now, you follow me step by step. You with me? So now we're going to go back to Andromo, okay? Now, for the most part, what you're going to do, you're going to click there where it says settings because you're going to modify, do some modifications. Now, for the most part, you're going to use the old Andromo key to sign. So we're going to click this box, tick that box, okay? And then where it says verify package ownership, this is where we're going to put that snippet, okay? Now, depending on when you developed it, I'm going to tell you most of my apps, for this part, you got to tip this. But some of you may be using a new version of Andromo or whatever, and you may not need this, okay? You may not need to do this. But just for starting out, I know, just do it first. And if it doesn't match up, then you can build your APK again with that tick back like it is. But anyway, I already know my apps already, so I'm going to tick it. Hope that wasn't too confusing. But anyway, save it. Okay. So go back to build. And what we're going to do, we're going to build the APK file. Okay. So this is going to be the next version up. It'll be 10.18. Okay. So pause it and come back to it. Okay. Now, our build is finished. Our build is finished. Okay. So now what we're going to do is download it onto our computer. And then we're going to upload it to the Android Developer Console. So anyway, let me find my folder where it is. And let's see. Oops. My Bible apps and my WB Pro. Let's see. Okay, that was 17, right? WB Pro. So I'm not going to replace it, but I'm going to change that number to 18. So that's the new version. Okay. I'm going to save it. Okay. Now, let's go to the Android Developer Console. And it's in draft mode. So, got it in draft mode. And I'm going to click verify. Now, I'm going to drag that APK file, 1018, into here. And we should have success. We should be all green. And then at that point, it's going to go into review. Okay. And there it is. So now we're just going to click submit. And it should go. It says Google will check the information you provided, verify. May take up to 48 hours, but it is normally much quicker. And it is. It's usually about 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So it's going to say this is your fingerprint and it's in review. Okay. So let's go back. And like once it's in review, you can go ahead and submit it to the Samsung Galaxy Store. Okay. So even though it says in review, I'm going to go ahead and submit it. And it's probably going to be out of review by the time I submit this. So here's my Binary Pro version. All right. So let's take that back up like that. And let's go to update. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Okay. Okay. So let's go to binary. And let's add. I'm going to upload. And let's go to it. And let's see. Where am I? Oh, Bible Audio Books. And my WEB Pro. It's number 18, right? Okay. And please don't try and hack into my files and all that kind of stuff, y'all. It's not going to be good for you. Okay. And Google serve all that stuff is no. So it did go ahead and take it. Now, had that would have been an error, if you had the wrong sign-in key, it'd have been red down here, and then it wouldn't have been good. Now, this has happened to me because I tried to sign it with the Android Studio, doing all that re-signing stuff, and it messed up. So anyway, we're all good. So much success. We got that going. And we're all good. Now, what you're going to do, and I like to leave a note to the developer team and also an update, let your users know that your app has been verified. Okay. So what I do is, let's see, ADV Verified and registered. Just let them know it's official. You can even put a date on it. So, it assures them that your app is verified and usable, and you ain't gonna have no issues with it. And like with most Galaxy devices, sometimes they say, what's that message you be saying? Are you sure you want to update this APK file? Google Play says it's dangerous or whatever. Well, guess what? You ain't got to worry about that no more. And if you submit your apps to Samsung Galaxy, you all know about that, because sometimes when they can't install the right way, Samsung Galaxy will say, they'll suspend your app or whatever. But it's verified and registered now. You ain't got to worry about that no more. For sure. Okay. So now we're going to go to review. We're also going to put it up here. Okay. And what I do when I'm submitting my apps to review, I put a date there. So that's just let the review team, give them a little heads up, so they'll look at your app more favorable. You got to get along with them, because they can make or break your app. Trust me. Okay. And 26. All right. Save it. And yeah, you're done with that one. Okay. So yeah, that's done. And yeah, submit. Yeah, so now we're going to go ahead and submit it. Oh, I meant to change the price on that too. Yeah, because I had a lot more features to my apps, but yeah, but we're all good. So they just have to review it. Then it's going to go under content review, of course, and yeah. So that's one we did, and like I said, so a few other things like you may run into some issues where in Andromo, like say your signing keys don't match, and like I said, in that issue, it could be because of this right here, the signing key thing. So what I would do, if it doesn't match up the first time, trying to do it again and with this unchecked, and then see if your developer keys will match up. If they'll match up, that may be the difference in it. Okay. So with that being said, Christopher Wilson, the mobile app mogul. I'm going to see you in the next video. Take care.